If you asked me about Katherine, I would have a lot to say. If you asked me about Katherine, I would say that Katherine is an amazing human being. She's young, and she's smart, and she's funny, and she likes to have fun doing anything. You see, Katherine has the same favorite band that I did, and Katherine likes music the same way that I did, and Katherine is still figuring herself out. Just like I was, she's still figuring out how to navigate her mental disorder. Like, how much time will this disorder afford her? How can she cope? How can she medicate? Now, how can she numb the pain? Now, how can she feel again? Now, how else can she medicate? But then, new questions came, like, how could they ignore me? How could they neglect me? How could they abandon me? How could they do this? How can I do this? How can I do all this? Homeless. See, Katherine should have never found herself homeless. Because someone like Katherine, someone like me, someone like us, will deteriorate in a fiery, tremendous theatrical blaze, because the audience to that show feels more affectionate than anything we have ever known. So now, Katherine's refusing to acknowledge her dreams. But she's young, so she's still gonna have dreams. So now Katherine dreams of new things that are more reachable. She dreams of how she can get high tomorrow. She's broke, so where will the money come from, though? She's not traditionally desirable, but she's young. So if she makes herself available, then someone will come along and she'll do what they pay her to.
Oh.
And she's figuring all that out on her own, because didn't I mention that Katherine's smart? Well, Katherine is brilliant, and it doesn't take long for her to realize that she's drawn to suicide, but she's learning how to turn it and use it as a tool to gain support. She's researching the disorders to get the diagnosis, to get the prescription, to get the pills, to carry out her mission. How many milligrams are lethal? How many will just knock her out? What's the margin of error? Now she just marginalizes her doubt with the experience that she's had being marginalized and pushed out. But now, Katherine's out of the hospital, and she's smiling wide. Everything's better, she tells her supports. It's a necessary lie. Because the supports are welcoming her back, and she's reconvincing them to try, and really that part is so much easier when you're so funny. And Katherine is hilarious. She's funny to keep others happy because she never is. And even though I know why she's making me laugh, the happiness she's giving people is real and it lasts. But now, Katherine's getting stuck. She's getting carried away in her cycle. She's bringing others down with her. She's becoming a safety risk. She's becoming a liability. Katherine is being deemed a liability. So now, Katherine is gone. And I'm going crazy. Now I'm one step closer to being deemed a liability, because it's eating me alive, piece by piece, to watch another one eat herself alive, piece by piece. Katherine and I are young. Katherine and I are smart. Katherine and I are funny. Katherine and I are amazing human beings. So where along the line is the difference that made me who I am and made Katherine nothing more than a liability? Now I'm not as young, so my dreams hit reality, and I'm not as smart, so figuring this out is beyond me. And I'm not as funny, because this isn't a joke to me. Now Katherine is choking me, because to the amazing Christopher, you are here listening, and the amazing Katherine is nothing more than a liability. But Katherine was just like me.